Oh yes, we meet again, Kokomantis. Not gonna climb on you because you're ticklish, but we meet again under the shroud of the sun rising early morning in Kokomo, Indiana. This 12, 13, maybe 14 foot tall creature of the shrubs, Kokomantis. We meet again. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. It has been a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I have lost track of the last time I was in the state of Indiana, and never, as far back as I can recall, have I visited during the month of October. But I decided, heck it, flew out yesterday, hanging out with my sister the next few days, who lives in the vicinity. And this is almost a vicarious stomping ground for me, a secondary home, if you will. Even though it's been a while since I paid it a visit, I'm just gonna wander around and check and see if anything has changed, reminisce, and showcase what there is in this neck of the woods. Claim to fame that the Kokomantis has, if there is any, is Steve-O from Jackass climbed up on this and perched on his noggin many moons ago. I'm not gonna do that because he just doesn't like it. I'm inviting you to join me. Oh, it's brisk out here. I might have to purchase a hoodie or a jacket at some point, and a coffee, a piping warm caffeinated beverage is in my immediate future. Join me, shall you? Whether the mantis wants to be or not, it is more or less the unofficial mascot of this tiny, quaint community, looming over the traffic. I love it. Look how tall that thing is. Take a look at this. Very nice. Muggle garage. A little documentation there on the side. Little Harry Potter going on here in Indiana. At the moment, it's 51 degrees. It's a little brisk, but it's going to warm up very quickly within the next couple hours. It's going to be very tolerable. So I think I can hold out without getting a jacket. In all honesty, it kind of feels colder than it really is. Maybe I'm just not acclimated to it. My hands, it's nowhere near the freezing temperatures at all. It's not near 32 degrees or under, but my hands are feeling it. So the sun needs to get up higher, elevated. Don't worry, there will be no train going through here. This track, this rail, is not quite operational anymore. Goes off into the shrubs there. Very grown over from this direction as well. The walkway continues underneath Washington Street. There's a painting here, a butterfly. Instead of crossing over the road, you just go under this beautiful artwork. Just enjoying the day up there, huh, squirrel? Got a little snack? Yep. Chowing down on something. That reminds me, I need to have makeshift breakfast in the form of a coffee. I'm gonna go get one now. Okay, see you later, squirrel. Following what is now kind of protocol, more or less. You don't want to shake hands. You want to give a, see, I don't want to shake your hand, but you're doing the fist bump, so Yeah, that's just 2020. The greeting initiated. Good to see you. Name the Jackrabbit. I believe this has been repainted and repurposed and tidied up just a bit since the last time I was here. I think a trolley just went by. Yeah, look. There's a trolley. This homestead is being attacked by cobs. Notice all the cobwebbing here and all the ghouls upon its porch. Perfect place for a cup of joe is next door at the Storybook Express. It's a drive-through and very unique looking building with a front door that is something you don't see every day. Not your typical store to get, you know, sodas and candy and whatnot. Fresh brew achieved Beantown gourmet, except it's I would say it's classified as lukewarm. It's not as toasty as I like, but it'll do the trick. About a mile or so away, arrived at Highland Park. And it's always the little things that are exciting, like the leaves falling from the trees, changing of the seasons. Very nice. Nothing says Americana quite like, well, there's a lot of things that do, but a covered bridge certainly is one of those things. This state's Vermont, 1875. Transferred from a different state, obviously. Little placard here that says removed and brought to Highland Park in 1975, a Vermont bridge. Okay, I stand corrected. 1875 is when it was in Vermont, and it was moved here in 1957. It's got some lights there up top. I can't be the only one. I know I've stated this before. I can't be the only one that thinks of Beetlejuice when you see a covered bridge like this. No vehicles allowed though. They put the little stanchions at the end so no car can drive over here, get distracted by a dog, and drive off the side. That can't happen in here anymore because of the barricades. Gotta see if old Ben is still over here. Or maybe it's Big Ben. I know it's Ben, but can't remember which, if it's old or big. Old Ben. At birth, he was acclaimed the largest calf in the world and was an object of wonder. Born in January of 1902. Placed here to appear to be grazing on some hay. Old Ben. Good to see you again, buddy. Not really sure if the perspective shows up, you know, as far as camera-wise versus being here in person. You kind of get the general idea. He's about my height. I'm 6'3" and I'm kind of parallel with the top of his back. And after rereading that signage, says height at 4/4 is 6'4". So yeah, just about the same. And in the next room over, behind this glass window I'm peeking in, is a gargantuan sycamore stump. Zychaeus could utilize that thing to no end. Originally stood in the west end of Howard County, about 2 miles north of New London, along the north bank of scenic Wildcat Creek. 100 feet tall, storms broke it down. But it had a 57-foot circumference at one of its lower branches. You can see how it goes all the way up to the ceiling roof line there. Once again, my apologies for the glare. The structure that houses both those items has been recreated in model form and is also placed inside its doors. Looks as if it might light up. There's a plug in there that's not in an outlet. Well, there's the recreation behind the glare of the glass, as well as that covered bridge in miniature scale. Nicely done. According to this quilt, the stump used to be open aired. It wasn't in the current building. It was under a little vestibule there back in the day. As I wander around, noticing there's a bridge of some sort, maybe for a railroad line, perhaps. It's just kind of tucked away in there, going over the creek. You can see it from this perspective a little better. Yeah, rusted out metal piece over there across the waterway. Making some noise down there. Get the rock work. This aluminum bridge here. This really dates back quite a ways. Incredibly peaceful out here. I love it. It took a little walking around for me to find. I never have noticed this before, but at the bottom of the parking area for the Parks Department building are remnants of the old zoo that used to be out here that closed in the 30s. You can see some of the embankment here. Well, not at the bottom of the embankment where the rock work is, and you can even see how the ground, over time has kind of elevated up a little bit and covered that hole there. This is pretty dang awesome. Just hidden over here in the back. Oh goodness. Not much left. It has been a while since I've been away from, bigger areas, metropolitan sections. I've gone to Orlando area, I've been Los Angeles. I love living in Orange County, California, and no plans to move. However, 2020, I had some things formulating in the mind I was going to do and document, and that did not happen. For all of us, this year has been a little bit wacky. Next year, I have some ideas. Those ideas that I was going to do this year, next year will be happening. A reformat, I don't say a rebranding, but there will be more road trips, more of this type of stuff. Not going to give any of that away now, but I really miss this type of content. I do a wide variety, a wide range of stuff, from theme parks, filming locations, roadside attractions, stuff like that. But it's just something about this small town life, documenting things which are easily overlooked all across the US. So just keep that in mind, and I'll keep it in my mind as well. 2021. Okay, moving on. It's a nice little tie-in that I'm driving a car, because right up here is a little history pertaining to the automobile. On July 4th, 1894, Elwood Haynes made the first test run of an automobile which he designed and built. This car reached a speed of 7 miles per hour over a 6-mile course down the Pumpkinville Pike, and looks to be some sort of abandoned production facility, a warehouse back there that's no longer being used, at least from this angle, during these times. No cars in the parking lot. And if you follow the road up a couple blocks is another designation here in Kokomo, not the Beach Boys song that they were referring to, which is not a real place. This one, however, is. Tablet marks the road and starting place on July 4th, 1894. Now, both of these markers are a couple blocks from each other. I believe the one down the way was where the car was built. This is where he started the drive. Seated in America's first car, made the initial run here. The birthplace of a new era of transportation, the nucleus and beginning of the automotive industry. 1893, or maybe 1894. That's why there's a dash there. Pretty cool, right? I would imagine most that cruise by this are going a little too quickly to even read the small print there, or even know what happened right here on this corner. Unless they're locals. It's good local lore. Oh, someone's speeding off there. They're recreating the moment. Except the original car, I think, only went under 10 miles an hour. So it probably didn't speed off and squeal like that. That's gonna do it for today. If you're new here, please subscribe by doing so. Helps keep you in the loop and update on future uploads here on this channel. Take it a step further, ring that notification bell. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.